Okay, so maybe I'll actually have some Battle Cats content on here. And by maybe I'll have Battle Cats content, I mean there's actually stuff. I say there's actually stuff. There's nothing interesting, but there's stuff. So I get to yap while I play the game. So YouTube's gonna have a great time with this, aren't they? Oh wait, Card Cat. Do I even have Card Cat? I actually get to get some shit for once. How's your day been? My day has been good, but it's also very early, so you know, this, you know, my streams kind of depict how good my days go. Like, if a stream does poorly, like, if I were to have a stream with nobody in it, I'd probably stream for, like, an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and then I would end it and be kind of, like, depressed for the rest of the day. Like, not actually depressed, I'd probably just do what I normally do, except just with a slightly, like, lesser mood. You're gathering enough fur tickets to finally get Grateful Crane? What, are you, like... How do you know you're going to get Grateful Crane? Like, are you seed tracking? You got Vars today? That's not a bad get, honestly. That's actually quite a good get. Well, it's better if you're just starting UL. But I doubt you're doing that, so never mind. Like, it's an okay get. If there's Treasure Festival on today, I can also grind that. I should edit more. I really should edit more because like whenever I'm doing these streams, I'm always like, I kind of need to be constantly talking in order for the YouTube video to be entertaining. Because I don't really edit that much. Like I will edit like huge gaps. Like whenever I go get water or whatever, I'll typically cut those out. But like, I don't. How short are people's attention spans? If something's quiet for 10 seconds. Is that long enough for somebody to be like, nah, fuck this shit, I'm not watching? Like, how forgiving is the community? Empire Treasure Fest? That's not the Treasure Fest I want, unfortunately. But yeah, I used to, you know, my first ever video was something. The B-Day video intro section was pretty interesting. I don't... Like, you guys are in an ad. But I really don't... How do I say this? I don't think my birthday video is a big deal. I don't think it really matters much. Like, I'm gonna be so honest, it does not matter much. Yeah, you're tracking for Cosmo. That's lame. If you're gonna get Cosmo, don't track for him. At least have some decency, bruh. Have some decency. You're already getting Cosmo. That's already one thing that's basically ruining the game for you. Why ruin it even more by ruining the whole RNG thing? Maybe it's just me, but Cosmo kind of ruins the game because he just, you know, discourages actual strategy, encourages just 5 meat shields or like 5 slots for meat shields, and then you just use like Cosmo, and then like, I don't know, you use some other shit that's not everything that you need. You just basically use Cosmo to carry you. You got intro and mid-roll ads. Okay. Are you guys out of an ad yet? Because I feel like I need to explain the way ads work. Mid-roll ads don't actually start until ads are played, which is about 5 minutes into the stream. So if you join the stream, in the first 5 minutes, you're going to get a pre-roll ad, and then it doesn't check if you already watched an ad. It doesn't care if you already watched an ad. It'll still give you the mid-roll ad at the 5-minute mark. So, like, you only get dupes and you're tired of it? Okay, deal with it. I mean, that's kind of how gambling works. Like, here's the thing, right? The whole point in gambling is you either win or you lose, and it's not exactly 50-50. You know what I mean? Like, don't play a gacha game and then complain about not getting lucky with the gacha. That's the whole point of the gacha is, you know, you're not gonna get everything you want. And also, I wouldn't complain about dupes. I sell dupes for NP all the time. Like, I even sold Lesser Demon, which I wouldn't really recommend that, because if he ever does get Ultra Form or Ultra Talents, which he probably will, then it would probably be very worthwhile to give him that +1. But I don't use Balrog hardly ever. So I would rather the 50 NP, which is very valuable. So, like, you know, I don't complain about duplicates. Maybe it's just me being optimistic, but, you know. Twitch? What do you mean Twitch? Gambling is what keeps you from going insane. Then why the fuck are you tracking? Oh wait, no, you're not the one tracking. You're the one that says tracking ruins the fun of it. Yes. Yes. 60 more SOL chapters till you get 3-star Overworth. Nice. See, tracking is what's keeping me sane. Why are you... What? How does seed tracking keep you sane? Just play the fucking game. It's not like progression's hard for you. You have so many other things to carry you. YouTube? Why are you just saying things? You're just saying Twitch and YouTube. Like, what do you... Get it out, enunciate, tell me what the fuck you're trying to say. All you're saying is Twitch and YouTube. Like, what? Are you just saying hi to Twitch and YouTube or what? Like, I don't know. You're not? I'm lost. This is the music I grew up on. I love New Super Mario Bros. DS. Hinting something? I don't know what you... I don't know what you're hinting at. Here's the thing, right? I'm a guy. I think a lot of us are guys. Including on YouTube. There's like 90% viewership of guys. And we're all oblivious to fucking any sort of hints. So, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I need to heart more brother, I literally heart almost every fucking comment I see. If I need to reply to them, or if I feel like I need to reply to them, then I do. You're telling me I need to do that more? I already do it more than like a vast majority of content creators. I already do it more than a vast majority of creators. Here's the thing, not every comment deserves a like though. Some of them are just bitches being bitches, you know? Like some of them are just clueless, some of them are stupid. Somebody okay, I think this was literally yesterday. Somebody commented on my tier list video saying, I can't believe you put Vigler above things like Lazvos and Balrog. How are they not top tier Ubers? Even though I think I literally stated in the video many times that the top tier Ubers was for specialists, and that the tier that Lazvos and Balrog were already in was the top 10 generalists. So like I don't get how some people are just stupid like that. You saw me talking to myself in the YouTube comments. I've done that once on each account. And so that's probably all I'll do it, because that's, I mean, I don't want to start just like farming comments and shit, because that is interaction. So, but yeah, I swear, I do give my comments a lot more attention than I probably should, if I'm being completely honest. People don't listen. I don't think he actually watched it. I think what they did was they clicked on the video, scrolled to the end to see what the tier list looked like, and just assumed from there. I literally think that's all they did. Oh, why am I doing this again? I can mention your name to the comments? What do you mean? I don't know. Huh? I haven't actually seen your comments. I'm gonna be so honest with you. Oh, in the air video? I don't pay attention to names. They're just like I look at comments and I'm like, I'll reply and I'll heart it. I'm bad at remembering names, especially with how many people do comment on some videos. It's like impossible for me to be like, oh, this person did this. Like I don't remember that shit. Like whenever I probably looked at your comment and I was probably like, oh, that's Marine or whatever. Like if it is your username. But after 10 minutes go by from looking at that comment, I don't remember it. Wendy is top 10 specialist and a top 100 generalist. Top 100. I mean, 100's a lot. I think she's actually closer to like top 30, maybe even top 20 to be honest. Because how much range does Wendy have? Doesn't Wendy have like 500 range or something with her ultra form? Bedlore goes insane. I didn't include that in my birthday stream. Should I? I've never done a Patreon. Imagine if I started doing a Patreon. And then I post that there. With the Bedlore and the other fucking weird-ass talk. That would be kind of funny. 500 in Ultra Form and 400. I think it's like 440 pre-Ultra Form. And then it's like 500 or 510 in Ultra Form. Like, it's actually crazy. It might be 460 in True Form. No, wait, because Isn't Thundia's Ultra Form 460? So that's probably what I'm thinking of. I think it's 440 in True Form. And then like 500 or 510 in Ultra Form. Wendy's range is definitely the best part about her. Like, generally, at least. Like, obviously, her damage is nice, and her damage per hit against floating is really good. But she didn't actually get any damage buffs from the Ultra Form. The only thing she got whenever it comes to damage was insane damage instead of massive damage, which is unlike what Thundia got, who she got like a piercing thing. So you should get Carousel so that you can use Carousel and, you know, act like Carousel is actually like good. First, Carousel gets a lot of fucking shit, bruh. Like, it's actually crazy. I mean, I know I've never really used Carousel, or I know I've never really used Carousel, but having slow with 400 range against zombies, like that, you're basically just guaranteeing that you're keeping the enemy zombies slowed the entire game. So, like, out of those 3 Ubers, well, you didn't say that before. Barg, Luna, or Yuki? Well, you can't exactly... Oh, wait, you can choose. You're a bitch, bro. If you... Hydrate? Okay, I actually have water today. You're a bitch if you C-track with a platinum ticket. I'm okay. Like, C-tracking with rare tickets is fine, right? Like, C-tracking with rare tickets is fine, in my opinion, because, like, it's taking a lot of resources. But C-tracking with platinum tickets, on the other hand, that's fucking different, because you're guaranteeing that you're using an Uber, that you're going to be getting an Uber that is, like, amazing, or whatever. You know, like, that's a bitch move, because you're guaranteeing that you get a new, or in this case, overpowered Uber. So, like, with rare ticket, like, with just rare ticket, I'm fine with it, I guess. But platinum ticket? What if you can only get funny Ubers? What do you mean by funny? Most of the funny Ubers in the game aren't even in the plat ticket. Like, unless you're talking about the Nikalugas. Give me suggestions. Don't give me a lecture. Give yourself... I don't fucking know. Cowluga. Why does it have to be between 3 amazing fucking Ubers? Barg, Luna, and Yuki. Why does it have to be all 3 of those? Hello, Bed. You don't know what, but something seems off. What seems off? Is, like, game audio off or something? Luffy is a totally serious Uber? He's still really good. You have Cal? Who don't you have? I get that you don't have Barog, Luna, or Yukimura. Honestly, Luna. Like, honestly, I'm not against you using C-tracking to get Luna just because she's new. Like, depending on the Luna. Like, I mean... Wait, save your fucking plat ticket for Dark Luna. Save your plat ticket for Dark Luna to release, and then use your plat ticket to guarantee you get Luna. Dark Luna. That's what you should do. I seem a little more YouTube voice than usual. Maybe I'm just loud? I don't fucking know. I don't think I'm YouTube voice. Maybe I don't know. Nah. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. I'm not trying to be YouTube voice. True, C-track for super rares. That's cool. That's a good idea, actually. Because there's, like, the brainwash in the game and stuff. You C-track to save as much cat food as possible or ensure you get as many Ubers from a collab as you can? You're ruining the whole point, and gotcha. Good afternoon, Adrian. You don't really want... Why don't you want Dark Luna? I actually think Dark Luna has a more unique role than normal Luna. I actually think that Dark Luna has a more unique role than normal Luna. Exclusively Thief Cat. Like, I love the look of Dark... Like, not the look, but, like, I love the, you know, mechanical design of Dark Luna. Weakening her traits? So both Lunas? Fuck off. We all know the main Luna's overpowered, right? Like, we all know that. Go ahead, sure, get Luna. I'd rather you get Luna than Balrog. How would I feel if you were to redeem a chug? I would be mad, because it's not even a special occasion. You should have done that for the birthday, bruh. 6 platinum shards, and you can get a platinum ticket from Road to Unification. Cool. What's your prediction, Grum? Excuse me. You weren't going to anyway, you're saving for face reveal? That's gonna take a long time. Thanks for sparing me, though. What if you only C-tracked on a platinum only for Gao, and then you don't track platinum anymore? It's your game. You do what you want. I don't get it. I really just don't get it. Like, I may call it a bitch move, but, I mean, you can do what you want. I may not agree with it, but you can do what you want. Oh, okay, cool. No radar. Okay, no radar. Nintendo. No radar. Nintendo. You know, that's what I'll say. I'm probably not going to. I'm not going to try to use a radar. Like, I'm not going to do that as soon as possible. If you're going to C-track for units you like, not meta units. That's yeah. Because especially since the options you gave yourself were Balrog, Luna, and Yukimura. 3 fucking amazing Ubers. Marine, this is a new account. I know it's confusing, but this is my new account. I don't have them yet. I haven't had the game long enough to have them. I never called you a beta. I never did that. That's not something I do. The only people I'll call betas in this world are the ones that are part of the beta generation, Gen Beta, who is pretty much any kid born for the next 10 years or so, right? Gonna see track exclusively for Mola King copies. Valid. I don't even have Mola. Nor do I have Kunio-kun. I don't, like, I'm terrible at saving resources just because I really don't care. I really just, I don't need the units. I don't need the user rank. Like, they're funny, sure. I'll never use them. So I just use my cat food and stuff, whatever. Because, I mean, I use NP way more than anything else, so. Actually, thanks to, you know, NP being so valuable, the worst thing I could do is save my cat food and stuff for exclusively new things. Plus 50 cameraman. I think I got that naturally. I think I actually have a plus 50 cameraman on my main. Like, just all natural, baby. Do you know how I got Kunio-kun? By, I don't know, using 11 draw? Maybe. Hey Lumeza, tell me, did you use C tracking to get things like Izanagi, Balrog, Phonoas? What all have you used your C tracking for? Also, Manic Line, please, or Manic Island, please. Oh, cat food ads were unlimited. That's right. They did used to be unlimited. I do remember those days. I think I watched so many ads, bruh. I used to watch so many ads. Nope, you don't have Balrog? That answers one of my many questions. Only got Balrog recently and he's still level 29. Honestly, if you're not gonna use him, just don't even bother leveling him up. Him at level 30 is nothing. It's not even that, like, that's my problem with a lot of tier lists, like, especially X-Skulls, is that if you're evaluating everything at level 60, the main cost in Ultra Forms and Ultra Talents is the Dark Eye. So why are you evaluating everything at level 60? You should evaluate everything at level 50, and then if something has an Ultra Form or Ultra Talent, that's when you know, put in a separate slot for it. Don't just evaluate everything at level 60 by base, because not everything is going to be level 50. or level 60, sorry. And honestly, it's not even recommended to get most things to level 50. And so, like, it's kind of just like Balrog and Lasvos benefit so much from level 60 that I would argue that it puts them up in the tiers just thanks to level 60. Whenever, you know, that's still not easy to do. Level 50 Balrog's good. Like, I mean, I use him. I use level 50 Balrog. I would never level him up to level 60 unless Ultra Form or Ultra Talents. I don't, like, that's the thing, right? Is that, like, I just don't like that. That is one of the few things that I just don't like. You got to 1500 once by just watching ads. That's a lot of ad watching. You have no life. For non-Ultra Form, Ultra Talent units, level 55 is enough if you really wanna. I still think using any Dark Eyes shouldn't be something you just go out of your way to be like, hey, this is recommended. Because they're still not easy to get, even for people that are, like, mid to late UL. Like, they're not easy to get by any means. And, like, sure, you can do Labyrinth, but Labyrinth is so time-consuming, and if you don't go all the way to level 50 in the Labyrinth, you're only getting one Dark Eye. Like, I'm fairly certain you have to get to level floor 50 in order to get the second guaranteed Dark Eye. And thanks to the way the percentage works, if you don't go anywhere past probably level 30, you're not going to get a Dark Eye from the like competition thing. So like 50 is usually good enough. It still takes a shit ton of time though, especially if you're actually trying to make loadouts rather than just using random loadouts like I did. And I can do that because I have a lot of units for only going to 50. Most people in UL won't be able to do that. Because most people in UL have not been playing through metric shit tons of collabs like I have on my main. So, like, Dark Eyes are not easy to get. Ultra Talents on Barg would be good even if it's just immunities, yeah. Because, like, having a wave immunity or a surge immunity, that would be so good. Hell, even knockback immunity, making him easier to use against moles. Since, I mean, his survivability ain't exactly good anyway, so it's not like it's not like being knocked back is gonna help anything. You got Cosmo because he was cool as hell. You got Kaguya because you wanted to literally invalidate another trait. You got Windy because you're missing an anti-floating nuke fair. And you're sitting on 33 Dark Eyes right now. That's only 2 level 60s. Remember that! 33 may seem like a lot, but that is only 2 level 60s. Evaluating every Uber in the game at level 60 is unfair. Like, it's unrealistic. That's not how you should do it. X-Skull. But yeah, like, yeah. I do like Cosmo. Like, I may seem to hate on Cosmo a lot, because I do hate on him a lot, but it's more so me hating on the glazers of Cosmo than me hating on Cosmo himself. I actually really like Cosmo. His design's cool. He's a unique Uber having 850 range with Omni. Like, he's really good. It's just the people that act like he has no weaknesses that I hate. You could get those meta Ubers, but you don't want them? Cool. It says the one that already has Izanagi. I know that one is probably RNG based, but if you have Izanagi, is there really any reason to get anything else? Just curious. Other than an anti-traitless, of course. And a good shield piercer, to be fair. +1 Dreadnought. I would have honestly taken the NP, because Dreadnought's Ultra Form isn't even that good. You want units that seem cool to me, like Mamaluga? Yeah, yes, there is a reason. I mean, getting cool units, yeah. But I was talking about, like, why get overpowered Ubers if you have Izanagi? That's what I said. That's what I meant, at least. Because, I mean, obviously getting funny Ubers and stuff is understandable. Absolute cinema cat. Absolute yap, bruh. That's me. I am absolute yap. Chat, do you guys think that Lucas would mind if I did yet another reaction video to one of his videos? But you don't care about getting meta Ubers? Yeah, because you have Izanagi. If you didn't have Izanagi, that would be very different. Because you already got Izanagi, who is a meta Uber. And you have made it very clear that you do let Izanagi carry the hell out of you. I don't think he would mind, but like it still feels wrong. He's really cool though. I do like Lucas. Whenever I raided him, that was actually one of my most fun, like, that was probably the funnest raid I've ever done, and one of the, like, most fun, like, post-streams I've ever had. Because, like, post-stream, I typically, like, just go off on my own to, you know, be quiet and work on making the videos and to actually, like, upload them onto YouTube and stuff. But that one I actually stuck around with in Lucas's chat for a little while. That game was also looking really cool. I like rhythm games. I like watching rhythm games and I like playing them, but some of them, like Friday Night Funkin', are just insanely difficult because it throws off my brain. My brain can only focus on so many things. So like Guitar Hero, I can only ever do like easy mode because like having, what is it, red? I think it's like red, green, and yellow, I think is all I could really handle. And then I think, what is it? The riff of the Necrodancer. I think that's what he was playing. That one looks like I could probably manage it if I understood like the mechanics of the game, because it's only 3 and it doesn't confuse the hell out of my brain with up and down. It just has left, right, down. So that's not that bad. You're watching Dredge the entire time? I don't even know what Dredge is, but it's on discount on Steam, I think. I think that most glazers of a unit that requires setup and effort to use them glaze them way too much without noticing flaws? Yeah. Because they ignore the fact that the setup that is required to use the unit well is part of their setback. If an Uber has to be set up in order to be used well, then that's not exactly a great Uber. Like, in that aspect, at least. Because, like, the best, especially Generalist Ubers, the best Generalist Ubers should just be able to be slapped into any loadout and work great there. That's why Dazzly and Dark Phono are so good. Is because you can just slap them in pretty much any loadout and they'll do amazing amounts of work. Who sees that, says fuck it, and makes it work, you still do notice flaws? At least you notice the flaws, though. Some people will just argue with me that the fucking force swing is not a flaw, and I'm like, brother, what? Yes, Cosmo is good. I'm not saying he's bad whenever I say his force swing is shit, you know? Like, he has shit aspects. That doesn't mean he is shit, you know what I mean? That's kind of like me saying, you know, a girl has a belly button piercing. I don't like that, but overall, the girl's still great. You know what I mean? I'm not a piercing guy, by the way. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if I give that energy, but I'm not into piercings on my women. Kenshin has very little flaws. I think Kenshin's main flaw is that her actual like damage as a generalist isn't that great, and since she has strong against, it's like her overall damage output isn't amazing, but it is very consistent. And thanks to the mini wave, obviously that helps a lot too. So like she's very good, but her one quote unquote flaw is that she doesn't have a busted amount of damage. You know what I mean? Like it's not necessarily bad damage. Like it's actually really good damage still. However, you know, it's not the best in the game. And that not being the best is to be considered a flaw. Me neither, so I get you. Thank you, Umeza, for understanding me for once. Remove the belly button, fill it with cement. Yep, I'll pass. But yeah, another weakness that Kenshin and Cosmo have, they both share, is you have to ultra form in order for them to actually be used in most scenarios. Like, Kenshin is, don't get me wrong, is still really good pre-ultra form, and so is Cosmo. But their ultra forms make such a vast improvement on them, thanks to leveling them to level 60 and the improvements that they get in their ultra form. So like Kenshin's mini wave and Cosmo's Omni. Those two things single-handedly make the ultra form just vastly better than the base unit. And that's what I would consider to be a weakness. I would consider investment to be a weakness. And yes, I can say that Anubis's biggest weakness is investment cost. I can confidently say that. Hey chat, Should I try to get... You know what? Do I have any Nika Lugas on this account? Do I? I don't think I do. I don't have any Nika Lugas, chat. There's double Uber chance for Nika Lugas right now. Should I try to get some Nika Lugas? What are the 3 Ubers you glaze? Like, sure, 2 are kind of sarcastic, but it's still glazing. I don't know. I don't keep up. Roll for Nika Lugas? Will do. Since you have dragons, get Lugas? Well, I could also get Ultra Souls, but I do also have Ultra Souls, to be fair. I do have Kazujizo. I wouldn't be upset with more Ultra Souls, but at the same time... Oh, wait, I kind of want Sarukani, but too bad. Nika Lugas. Is Cosmo, Moloking, and Potential Man? Oh, right, yeah. Honestly, I'll take it. I mean, I can't get the true form anytime soon because Epic Cat Fruits are still insanely hard for me to get. But that is huge. Like, that is actually huge. Also huge. Thief Cat, 5 NP. So huge, chat. My game's lagging? Does that mean I got something? Nope. Absolute combo. You know what? Call me crazy. I think +6 is enough for my Katatsu. You know, no. I'll stop plus leveling Octo when it's +10. But even then I don't think it's worth it. Why would you have used Thief? Why? Why would you have used Thief? Thief is fucking useless after you get Can. Continue. You need enough plus levels to handle Baja Blast? Yeah, and what level is that? Because if that's like simply level 50, then I can easily do that. Like, I can easily just use Cat's Eyes to get Octo up. 15 NP isn't exactly worthless, so I would rather get the 15 NP, which is not grindable, than save Cat's Eyes, which are grindable. Did I ever... Have I gotten the... I haven't been paying attention. Have I gotten the unit yet? I don't actually know. I completely forgot about the prediction we had. I think there might be an ad going. There just might be an ad going. Chat. I wonder if there's delay. There might also be delay, because I do have another browser open. Keeping browsers open isn't exactly good for streaming. How do I check? I do not yet have the cat, but I do have multiple crowns to go. Used Octo as meat shields for Cyberpunk and Assassin Land? In what stage? Do you just mean generally? Because I mean, I understand using Octo as a wave blocker for them, but as a meat shield, that... Octo's not a meat shield, bruv. It's a tank. Octo's classified as a tank more so than a meat shield. Oh, for Bahamut talent stage. I used Kai. On my main, I used Kai. I may or may not have used Kai. Shut the fuck up, Ed. By the way, chat. Use Kai too? Valid. I'm genuinely curious, guys. Should I, whenever 14.5 comes out, should I renew my tier list? And this time make it into 2 separate tier lists? Because since the first Uber tier list I did, it made me realize that, you know, if you're doing specialist and generalist like value in a tier list, it would be best done in 2 separate tier lists. By the way, thank you for following, Darren. Guys, so good? True. Hi, Cults. Why is it always you that I tell to shut the fuck up? Because you always say weird shit. Do we have Streamlabs now? No. I mean, I don't use Streamlabs, but we've always had it, technically. That's what I got my sound alerts from. But I have no idea why it's saying that they're following from... I don't know why Streamlabs is in my chat. I don't know why it's in my chat. I think it's because I did the whole, like, !Steam thing. I think that's why Streamlabs has started doing stuff in the chat, but whatever. Octo is rarely used in Cyberpunk and Assassinland even less. Well, yeah. By the way, call me crazy, Assassinland is glazed as fuck. So many... Why do people think he's even A tier? He's rarely usable. If you're going to use him, you're going to want Cyberpunk. You're going to use Cyberpunk more over him any day of the week. And very rarely is there a stage that requires you to have both if you actually want a permastall. Very rarely is it actually beneficial to use both. Why is Assassinland voted to be A tier? Why? You literally got 3 Uber dupes from Ultra Souls. Unfortunate. I tell you to check the fuck for something. You take it as a compliment because you outsmarted me. I don't typically tell people to shut the fuck up when they outsmarted me. That's not something I typically do. I think I was just tired of your shit. I think I was just tired of your shit if I ever told you to shut the fuck up. It's free 150 NP, but like you'd rather get a new unit because you have way too much XP. I mean, that's fair, but like I still like NP. I mean, like here's the thing, right? The difference between me and the people that are complaining about Anubis's investment costs is exactly that. I prefer NP over new units, meanwhile most other people will prefer new units over NP. That's the difference between us. And then also like plus leveling on rares and stuff. Like that is the difference. There's a reason why I don't really complain about investment costs whenever it comes to talents and ultra talents much. Because I have the NP. I'm good at saving my NP. I'm good at getting more NP. Not everybody is, apparently. Speaking of your Steam PC, your PC broke down? Oh, damn, it got overheated? I'm surprised mine doesn't. 5.5 hour long streams on a laptop. I mean, I'm amazed my computer can handle it, if I'm being completely honest. You got a Costco pizza? Isn't that like $1? Isn't Costco pizza like way too cheap? Ain't no way your first time chat is fucking what the Sigma, bro. Ain't no way that's your first time chat. That's crazy. Absolutely fucking criminal. Can my playlist ever loop, bruh? That's not what I want to open.
Any 4th of July sales today?
Oh yeah, we got to...
I'm gonna turn on my ad blocker. Shut the fuck up, YouTube. I'm using an ad blocker whether you like it or not. Maybe not. What toppings do I like on pizza? Pepperoni. I'm very simple. I like pepperoni. I'm fine with bacon, Canadian bacon, but want to break from the ads. You prefer new units over NP, so you rarely use NP for stuff. Well, here's the thing, right? Saving NP isn't a bad thing. Even if you don't use NP, you're still gonna want to save it. Because what if a second Baja Blast rolls around? You know what I mean? Like, I would... Even if I don't even have anything I want to talent on any of my accounts right now. And yet I still would rather save NP because what if I eventually do want to talent something? I want to have that backlog of NP to use whenever I need. So, Gold Gunderos, which you didn't have, but you still sold it for the NP for... What kind of... If it was something fucking stupid, like, I don't know, Kubaluga. Honestly, Kubaluga's good for the combos. Why Gundera? Like, Gunderos is so good. Like, I will never support selling something new for NP. Never. Even though I do value NP, I would still rather get more NP, but I'm not gonna sell a new unit. Never would I sell a new unit for NP. Never. Would I rather NP? Sure. But you never know when that new unit could come in helpful. Diabolosa, even though I like hardly ever use him, his attack up combo is really good. So like even if I didn't want to use Diabolosa on a stage, I could still use him for the attack up combo. How can you get red cat fruit fast? Play on Wednesdays. Smile. We don't feel like the need for those talents. You never need talents. That's the thing, right? At least not until like later, way later on in the game. But like like talents are something that you like. They weren't even invented until way later on in the game. Were they even in the game whenever UL was released? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Were talents even in the game when UL was first released? Because I don't remember. But I feel like it's a somewhat new thing. Relatively to, you know, that. I don't think. Yeah, like, most of the game probably doesn't even, like... Most of the game was made without even intending talents to exist. Talents existed? Okay. Like Anubis, am I right? What? Used to sell roller skating cats, but I regretted it because here's the thing, right? I didn't actually think slapsticks was all that useful against floor 50s. I genuinely don't think the slapsticks were any good for the floor 50s. Like, they're good, they're decent, but they're replaceable. Because all they simply do is handle the meat shields and get one hidden against Uriel every now and then. But you're mainly using slapsticks for the peons. And there are, especially nowadays with Supercar, more attack up combos, Courier, like there's just better options for those peons. So I don't like slapsticks on them. I don't think I've ever used slapsticks. Can't wait to destroy Earl with Kenshin and himself. True. They dropped with Awaken Bahamut? Really? I don't think so. I disagree. Well, I guess we also have to consider the fact that whenever talents first released, it was kind of like Ultra Talents and Ultra Forms, where not every unit in the game had talents immediately. Like, it took a little while for them to all get it. Oh, so I was right. UL was V7, talents were V8. So was I right? That's crazy. I don't know why both of the console Battle Cat promotions exist still. Oh yeah, true, because the Nintendo 30... I'm assuming that it's just like an excuse to have free rewards. Like, I'm not complaining. Free rewards on Battle Cats is not something I'll complain about. Here's the thing, right? You're more likely to update a mobile game than you are an actual already released, like, physical copy of a game. So, like, don't get your hopes up for an update on Unite, because it's probably not going to happen. Yeah, the 3DS store got taken down. I know that. I'm a Nintendo nerd. Of course I know that. Cameraman Crit is top 5 OP talent in the game? No. No. I actually disagree. And that's something we could talk about if I reacted to Lucas's new video. Wink, wink. It's actually not that good. Like, let's be real here. It's not that good. It's only good for medals. And even then, you're probably still better off using Catasaurus in like 99% of situations. Okay, maybe not 99%, but like 70% of situations, you're still going to prefer Catasaurus. Or like other critters that you get, like $1 Million Cat for guarantee, or whatever. I remember when $1 Million Cat first got released. And everybody was like, oh, you know, attack frequency's shit, or whatever. And so like, you know, that. But I think a lot of people overlook the fact that $1 Million Cat has range. And, oh yeah, it was the recharge time. Everybody was thrown off by the recharge time. But, the range is really good for a guaranteed critter. So, $1 Million Cat's like actually a really good critter. You quite enjoy it. Good backup from Catasaurus. My problem with Cameraman is that after SOL, Cameraman's slow. Basically, just another meat shield. Lackluster in the damage compartment just because, I mean, how often are you actually managing to outrange things with Cameraman? Not very often unless it's a melee enemy. Which in that case, sure. But can exist. So like, Cameraman just simply put, is amazing for metal heavy stages and amazing for general lineups such as general, you know, just like general stages with metal stages or metal enemies and stuff. However, like, crit in of itself without considering metals isn't actually that good. I'd actually argue that Cameraman's Survival Lethal Strike talent is better. Not gonna lie with you. Not gonna lie to you. I think that the Lethal Strike talent on Cameraman is better. Catosaurus is another you'd want to get as well. He seems very... Huh? Are you talking about the dinosaur Uber? You're talking about the dinosaur Uber, the Dinosaurus cat, I think. Yeah, the Dinosaurus cat. Yep. Cameraman does outrange every metal, yeah. But so does Hurricat. So does so does Catosaurus, actually. So does Space Cat. Like, the main thing that Cameraman has for it is stackability. That's the main thing that Cameraman has over a majority of other critters. And yet, Cameraman also has a lot of, you know, problems, such as very rare chance to actually get a crit. Like, it is a very rare chance to use to actually get a crit on Cameraman. Let's be real, who uses Space Cat outside of early game? I haven't used Cameraman for its crits since probably like that one SOL, what is it, Bionic Seaweed? Is that what it is? That's probably the last time I actually used Cameraman outside of March to Death. Like, I don't use Cameraman, and I don't find Cameraman to be necessary. Metals are so power crept, and Cameraman is not the reason why. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Even once you get Manic Island, you're better off getting crits with Manic Island because per hit, Manic Island actually does more damage. And so it's better off for Sir Metal Seal. The main reason why you'll use Cameraman for any metal stage is if there's just simply a lot of metals, because there's not a lot of critters with area attack and strong damage per hit. And even then, Cameraman is very... I would compare Cameraman largely to Mighty Lord Gao in the fact that it's not a likely chance to get a crit. It is not likely. And so... You know, like, it's just... It's a cool bonus. It's not gonna be that good. It's not broken. It's not a broken talent by any means. I would say his Survival Lethal Strike being guaranteed via talents. I think that's the right talent, right? That's actually one of Cameraman's talents, is Survival Lethal Strike. Like, it's not guaranteed on base, but with talents it's guaranteed, I think. I would argue that's better. Because it guarantees Cameraman to survive a Lethal Strike, which is, you know... Since his main benefit is stackability, guaranteeing that extra hit is very fucking nice. Much better generally than crit. Especially a low chance crit that, you know, Cameraman's not cheap. Unite JP got updates, really? Angry Explosion, I don't remember what that was. But I probably used an Uber, in all honesty. But let's be real here. Who the fuck struggles with metals after Future Cat? After you get Future Cat, which is the end of SOL, the beginning of UL, who the fuck struggles with metals? I'm being so curious. Views may be different because you use him in metal stages with Miracle Performance every time and that doubles his crit chance. Yeah, but that's wasting 2 extra slots. That's not Cameraman at that point. Like, you're using 2 extra slots for other critters that are probably doing their job fine in most situations. And also, it only increases the chance by, like, what, 1-2%? It's not... I don't even think it's worth it. If you're at metal enemies, what's happening? People are saying that Cameraman, it has the most busted talent of crit. They're saying that Cameraman's crit talent is top 5 busted talent. Which I disagree with. Cameraman is a good critter? Good critter, no doubt. But, honestly, I don't like... I don't think he's that good. He's good, not great. It's 2 critters exactly? Yeah, and you're already using those 2 critters, so why use Cameraman at that point? If you're going to buff Cameraman, if you're going to buff Cameraman for metal stages, don't bring 2 other critters. Bring a research combo. That's gonna do you more good than that. Because at least with a research combo, you can benefit other units in your thing as well, rather than just your critters. Barely, by the way. I mean, no shit, Ken has the best talent in the game. Cameraman crit is not busted. What the fuck? Like, it's busted pre-UL? Sure, it's busted. But that's only because pre-UL you really don't have good units. You don't have good anti-metals and stuff. You don't have Future Cat to meat shield. You don't have... I don't even fucking know. But I can guarantee you metals are not a concern. Like, a busted talent should be actually necessary rather than just, you know, on a unit that, you know, you're going to stop using after SOL for the most part. Baja Blast and Can are both arguably the best, but for completely different reasons. I think that Can Double Bounty just helps so much more with, like, pretty much every stage, rather than Baja Blast only really benefiting Bahamut and, like, the stages where Bahamut can be used. So, I still think Can Double Bounty is better. Yeah. Your crit team build... Here's the thing, right? Most stages you're not going to want a crit team. Like, there's maybe 2 or 3 stages in the game where you actually need an entirely crit team. Miracle Performance and Mini Source? Yeah, no, that's already... You're already putting in too much investment into a crit team. Most stages where there's metals in the game, they have other things that are the real threat. So, like... That's why Cameraman's good. Cameraman's good because he provides generalist usage in addition to the crits. That doesn't make the crit busted, that makes Cameraman just good. Like, that's the thing, right? That's the thing that Cameraman has that other critters don't. It's generalist usage. But then again, Manic Island also exists. And Mini-Saurus, you can easily use Mini-Saurus in pretty much any stage and get benefits from it, since it's a research combo. And it provides you an arguably better critter, because it's more reliable. And it's, you know... I don't know. Faster. You don't need big damage for a majority of metals in the game. The only reason why Cameraman would be quote-unquote busted is because of its usage against things like Super Metal Hippo and Super Metal Seal. Other than that, Cameraman's crit has no more effect than a Hurricat crit or a Catasaurus crit. Those are the only 2 metal enemies where Cameraman's big damage per crit is actually worth something. What prediction happened? Oh, it was, would I get the Nintendo character without using a radar, which I might actually have to use a radar because I have yet to get it. I don't have a good 4-star lineup, so I don't think I'm going to be doing 4 crown. You get it eventually? Well, I'm probably going to just use a radar, honestly. Because I'm not just going to redo stages over and over again. Nanaho makes metals easier. Yeah, okay. So does Cameraman. So does Future. So does... What's his name? The LD one? I forgot his name. Hayabusa. 4 crown is the same as 1 crown except with special rares only. I know that's the case for SOL, but I don't know if that's the case for this. I mean, I'm assuming you're right, and I don't doubt that you're right, but that doesn't mean I have a good 4-star thing. I don't even have slime. I don't even have slime, you know? Here's the thing, right? Most stages don't. Most stages don't. Like, there's, like, very rarely is there actually a stage that provides a lot of metals. Like, it is like, it's not busted. Like, busted on a talent would have to be like Can's Double Bounty, where it actually provides, you know, such a big buff that it's usable in almost any situation. Cameraman's crit doesn't do that. His Survival Lethal Strike talent does that better than his crit talent. Thank you for the follow, Hollow Knight Man. Thank you for the follow, TD Norax. Cameraman's best talent is his Survival Lethal Strike. I think that is one of his talents, right? That is his best talent. Nanaho is a survival. Okay, why are we talking about Nanaho? Like, why? Yeah. This is far better than his crit chance. His crit chance is like, what, 2%? Like, it's... His crit talent is not that good. Also, hi, TT. We're not talking about... I know you're, like, rage baiting or whatever the fuck. Like, you're probably content farming, but stop. Crits do double damage. But with how rare cameraman crits, it's not beneficial, like, at all. It's like 2%. Like, it's seriously like 2%. I'm gonna be so honest with you. A 2% crit chance, that's not busted at all. Like, it gives you one additional cameraman hit. That ain't worth it. The more you have, it increases? Yeah. But the more you have, the less that damage actually makes a difference. Because let's say you have one cameraman that got a crit, got a lucky crit. That one crit deals the same amount of damage as 2 cameramen. Like, I don't think you realize just how not beneficial a crit is whenever it comes to spammable units and DPS. Like on Lufaland, it's good because it's a high chance, and he's not spammable, and he has a lot of range. His range doesn't really benefit his crit, but you know what I mean, right? Like, Cameraman's damage is barely affected by the crit, and honestly, Lufaland's damage is barely affected by his crit. But like, it's still, like, with Lufaland, he actually has a lot of damage per hit. Cameraman still has good damage per hit. Lufaland has much higher damage per hit. Honestly, I think Nanaho's kit is kind of not fitting, because her crit only happens far away from her, and like, I'm pretty sure her blind spot is actually a bigger range than like 90% of Metal's range. Maybe even 99% of Metal's range in the game. So like Nanaho, like Meat Shielder? I'm just saying it's a weird kit. I'm not saying it's bad, I'm just saying it's a weird ass kit. She can wipe out the metal enemies? Yeah, I get that. I didn't say it was bad. You're misunderstanding my words. Listen to me right. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's weird. Augier's Ultra Form is really good. Even just her first form, though, is really good against metals, because it's good support. Okay, you're just gaslighting me. It is weird. Just like how Hayabusa has a weird kit for his LD crit. Like, there is not going to be a single backlining metal enemy in the game, and yet you're going to give them piercing LD? No. That's weird. Just admit it's weird. It's not bad, but it's weird. Just admit it. It's not weird you're gaslighting me. Bro. Chat, everybody else, what do you think? Your Psycho Cat is plus 40? Oh, damn. There was a button for this? What? Well, accessibility isn't what we're considering. This rage bait goes hard? How is it weird? I said how! I literally said, you're ignoring me now. Now you're just ignoring me. 20 Kaguya hits take a metal with a... Cool. That's very cool. But she will never kill. That's my problem with Metal Killer, is that it'll never kill. I'm not ignoring you, I got the points. If you heard me, then you understand why it would be weird. You're giving a critter, an anti-metal critter, a blind spot, and an LD against metals, who not a single metal in the game has any more than 300 range. So there is no point in having a piercing range on an anti-metal, and there is no reason to have a blind spot, or honestly, the blind spot is just like, giving a blind spot to an anti-metal is actually fucking crazy. Little Baki, so true. And Metal Meat Shield. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's weird. Are you not getting what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's weird. Hayabusa is still an amazing anti-metal because of his LD crit. That doesn't, and I'm still saying that's also, it's a weird kit. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's not useful. I'm saying it is weird. Honestly, you can use other critters anyways. Like, metals are not a threat. Like, you don't need Nanaho for jack shit. The stage she mostly helps in is probably March to Death, in all honesty. That's probably the stage she mostly helps in. Pretty much any other metal stage is very doable without. You have Hayabusa, and it is weird. You can confirm it is a weird kit. Is that what you are confirming? Kaguya can kill, not efficiently, but they can kill. But like, what percent of HP does it have to be in order for it to kill? I'm saying he's a good Uber. Yeah, no, I know he's good. I know he's good. No shit. That's not the argument here. You know what's so funny to me? As somebody that loves arguing, there are so many people that will just provide points that do not matter to the argument. Oh, the percent +1. Okay, I gotcha. Interesting. Oh, I see that now. I do see that from before. Sorry, my bad. I do see that. And by the way, before somebody on the YouTube video comments, oh, not everything has to be rage bait, Marine has been known to rage bait. So, you know, and me asking if it's rage bait is different than me saying that it is rage bait. So, when you get beat, you just say you get beat? I don't... Since when are you part of it? Wait, I'm so lost. I don't even know what you meant by... Can you clarify about what the button is for this? I'm just so lost, whatever. Well, I do call everything arguments. It's really more so debates. I like debating. Arguments tend to, you know, be heated. And I mean, I'm fine with a little heat, but not everybody else is. Because, like, I can, like, be loud and, like, I can be excited without being mad. Like, I'm not actually mad. On stream, I'm, like, never mad. I'm almost never mad, period. I don't know when the last time I was actually mad about anything. Yeah, other people thinking about a topic. Your methodology about stage clears or over usage, yeah. Arguing in a positive environment, yeah. Hold on, shut up a second, you're booting up Battle Cats on the 3DS? Damn, crazy. The music bets to differ. True. Well, I just wanted on record, I don't think I've ever gotten an Uber from Double Uber Chance. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that's a lie. I think the only Uber I've gotten from Double Uber Chance that isn't like Uber or Epic Fest is KG. I think this is the only guy I got from Double Uber Chance, and that was whenever I first started this account, so it was during Lunar New Year. Like... Because I did a guarantee for these, right? Yeah, like I've... Oh wait, I still haven't leveled up... I still haven't leveled up Dahlia-san. Maybe I should do that. Hold up. I may or may not want to use Dahlia-san. Hello, Akiro. I don't get frustrated in arguments, though. Upgrade the fish? Yes, I am upgrading the fish. Excuse me. These are two vastly different cat fruit amounts. Yeah, Cosmo... I'm still broke from Cosmo. Like, look at this shit. Cosmo has made me universally broke, bruh. Like, look at this shit. I'm just... I am... I am eternally broke from yellow cat fruits now. Oh. That doesn't do anything for me. But cool. Epic cat fruits. Yeah. My neighbor probably hates me. I'm gonna be so honest with you. So do these give the same thing? I do not have Warlock and Pierre. Okay. I'm gonna have to use a radar, which means y'all just lost your points. Did you know yellow cat fruits are highly toxic in high concentrations? Damn, really? Crazy. Is he even here? What do you mean? You gave only 10 points? Nice. The winner? I don't... Oh, damn. That's actually crazy. One person... Somebody put 1 point in and gained everything. That's funny. I don't think Blue Flame's here, though. You gave no point fair, actual. 0 points needed, true. I should play Should I play Hollow Knight tomorrow on stream? For my non-Battle Cat stream? Should I play Hollow Knight since I really want to play through the game again. And last time I tried to do that, I ended up trying Pantheon 5 and failing. Because I'm terrible at the game, apparently. I would be so... Oh, wait, your name's literally Hollow Knight, man. Yes, okay. I'll start up a Hollow Knight playthrough tomorrow. Not sure if me and Captain made a higher ROI than the outcome of this prediction. True. Infernal Tower 50. Yeah. Yep. It all started that day. Infernal Tower 50. Does Hollow Knight require an advanced computer play? No. Even my old Switch could handle it. It's perfectly, like, it's not a big game. Well, it's a really good game, but it's not like high-end tech, you know? Like, it doesn't require high-end tech. Let's do P5 all bindings. Here's the thing, right? I got fucking bullied by Markoth and, what's his name? Why can I not remember his name for the life of me? Chat, what was his name? The one that destroyed the... Zote. Zote beat my ass. Like, there was this one day I did... I think 3 P5 attempts. All 3 attempts lost to either Markoth or Zote. I think they all might have lost to Zote, actually. You'll play it on laptop? That's why I asked. Hey, you know, don't shit talk... I mean, don't underestimate laptops. I am literally streaming on a laptop. I do not want to know your Scribble setup. Because I don't care. Just do the Eternal Ordeal 100 kills. Oh, right. Yeah, because that's so much better. Imagine losing to the wall of text on. You want to know the funny thing? I can absolutely destroy Zoe whenever I'm just casually fighting him in the Hall of the Gods. But whenever it comes to P5, I get fucking railed. It's crazy. You missed a lot again? I did the rolls at the beginning of the stream. I did a couple rolls at the beginning of the stream and got Rich Cat, which really isn't a big deal. Start another controversial non-gaming topic? Let's not. Because the last time we started a controversial non-Battle Cats topic, it was a little more than just controversial. Oh, I get to do Into the Future. I get to do this. I get to increase my energy limit. I should probably, like, all I'm going to do is add Qigong. Religion, that was a banger. Like, here's the thing, right? That literally stemmed from one person being like, I'm 100% right. And honestly, that's how wars happen. I'm gonna be so honest. That is how world wars happen. Just being honest. Call me crazy, I'm dropping Cosmo. Let's react to archaeology? Yeah, I'll pass. You don't want to argue again? Just don't say you're 100% right. Did you react to the metal video? Not yet, because that'll probably be something I do at the end of the stream. Which, I mean, it's a 20-minute long video. It might take me like 40 minutes to react to. I don't want to use Lucas for attention, though. I don't want to. But at the same time, it does well, and people want it, bruh. Why is my life so hard? Don't react to it? Why? Is it like another troll? I mean, I kind of want to, but like it feels wrong. And then everybody else is like, oh, you react to this, you know? Like, oh shit. Not having Housewife's gonna suck. Play Scribble instead. I'm not gonna... Here's the thing, chat. That birthday stream was a once in a lifetime. I'm never playing Scribble again on stream. With your power of dog shite. Dog shite luck. I summoned the power. I summoned Lucas the Fourth. That's funny. He's not here. He's not here. Why not? Scribble is very fun. I mean, I could, but like if I do another Scribble stream, I'll probably wind up either doing it for an entire 2 hours, or it'll be me doing like an hour and a half of Scribble, and then doing reaction content for the other 30 minutes. By the way, somebody's actually started commenting on my second channel. I don't know who. I have no idea if they joined streams or anything, but somebody said that they wanted more reaction content. Therefore, I shall make reaction content for the second channel. That shall be something I go for. But that doesn't mean I want to, you know. That doesn't mean I want to do Scribble. Because I don't... Well, Scribble could be fun, you know. Should I do Scribble on Thursday? I can do Hollow Knight tomorrow and then Scribble on Thursday. You guys might have to remind me because my memory's kind of bad, but... Oh, okay, so that was you. That was you, Marine. Bro, I'm fairly certain I have looked at... I'm fairly certain I would have replied to your comment if it was on my main channel. Like, I'm actually less likely to reply on my second channel, just because I don't really get notifications on there. So, like... if you want your comments to be seen, you're less likely for them to be seen on the second channel. You'd be down for honestly any game we've played before? True. So like Repo, Lethal Company, Phasmophobia, Risk of Rain. But you don't heart my... Maybe I haven't. I don't fucking know. If I didn't, I either didn't see one message, I didn't get the notification for it, or it didn't deserve a heart. Rockcat was peak on that one, Lucas. It's true. You're down for Scribble on Thursday because you can actually play it? Fair. You know something I didn't realize is that there is actually a... It didn't deserve one. I said that was one of the 3 possibilities, Marine. Why is that the one you just assume? If anything, that means that you are guilty of it not deserving a heart. Would I try Castle Crashers? No, because I don't have it. Simple as that. And also, I don't have Baja Blast simply because I don't want to put in the time to it. That's why I don't have Baja Blast. Because I don't want to put in the time to it. I failed to do an outro for this video. But if you made it this far, I don't fucking know. Like the video. And subscribe. I would appreciate it. Check out my second channel. You know what? That's actually... You know what? Don't like and subscribe. Well, on this channel. Go check out my second channel. Don't do anything else. Just check out the second channel. That's all I want. Peace.